Hi, happy Census Day. I am Becca Titus, and I am coming to you from the United Way office. We are still essential, so we are still here doing all kinds. We're working on some grants. We are working on some funding, some crisis funding for the community as a whole. Um, I feel like I just started in this position February 25th, and the crisis hit, and we have just been rolling like crazy. So, the census has been so important to me because of situations like this, whenever we have to come together as a community and we have to do all this reporting to ask for funds from the state and from the federal government. And one of the things they want to always know is, what is your population? And so when we look at that, they're like, oh, your population is 37,000. In Hobbs alone, for like the outskirts and stuff, it's about 43 is what our sign says. And then we have to look at Lee County as a whole, me personally, and my position here. And so one of the things, it's like sometimes they don't even want to talk to you because you're not at a certain amount on the federal side of it. So of course, COVID-19 has taken over all that we're doing, and so we're remotely doing some lives. So I'm here at my United Way office doing a live to you from the city page. And I just wanted to, Megan called this morning and said, today is Census Day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, here's one more thing we're going to have to do remotely. And you know what? We've all just adjusted. So I did my census, oh my goodness, like maybe about 2 weeks ago. Maybe I got mine in the mail and did it real quick. And it really took me like maybe 10 minutes, like maybe less than that, quite honestly. And so it was super easy. And so we are just trying to encourage the community the best way we can without going door to door to homes or doing the things that, we had planned to for a big kickoff to do. And just to encourage everybody, like, to please just get on your phone or to get on the computer and let us show what we are here in Hobbs, specifically to where we're at. The census is, you might have heard, you can do it online, you can do it by phone, and you can even mail in that form that came in the mailbox. You should have gotten it by now. One of my friends had asked, well, what if I threw that paper away? And when you go online and look it up, you still, like, there's still information in there that will identify you as a person, and you can still do it. You don't have to have the code that they send you from the U.S. Census to do it. So we're just encouraging you guys all to get on and to do it. 5 to 10 minutes. Yep, that's about how long it took me, and that was with a family of 4. I think the hardest part for me was trying to figure out our heritage. We hadn't done any ancestry.coms or anything like that. So I kind of know, like, my grandparents were Italian and Irish, and we have some Indian in us. And so I had to ask my mother-in-law about Billy, my husband. I was like, so I know he's like got some Irish in him. So I think that was the hardest part, is just like picking those categories to see, like, what am I exactly? So if you've done your ancestry, that part might take you like 2 seconds to do that. So please go on and do your census. It means so much for us in the nonprofit world, as well as better roads. Once COVID is over, we can get back to our normal lives. I can't wait for people to look at southeastern New Mexico and say, oh my gosh, even during a pandemic, they were rocking it, and they were going through and taking care of all of this stuff to ensure when the pandemic is over that we are taken care of the best way. I think so too, Joey. That we are just taken care of the best way we possibly can. So we love Hobbs. We think Hobbs is doing the best we possibly can in this situation that we're at. At the college, the kids had to go home. I'm still a part-time professor, so we are completely online, teaching online. And so the census and those numbers are going to help us for that as well, for funding and all of that. 10 years ago, I didn't I don't even know, honestly, if I filled my form out 10 years ago, and I'm kind of embarrassed to even say that. So the 10 years prior to that, I worked for the census, and I got to go door to door, and I got to go to Lovington and work in that area, and I felt like it was fun. I got to learn a lot about the Lovington streets, and I got to learn so much about the census as a whole. And I honestly told Megan, I thought it was every 20 years because I don't remember such a big push 10 years ago. So I'm really excited to see where we are placed on the map, because we all know that we are way more than 37,000 or even 43,000 people here. And we really need those numbers to show. And so I'm just going to leave you with the last bit of information. Whenever Megan and I and a lot of the other girls from the Hispano Chamber, from Got Safety, we went and did a high school presentation, and it was so much fun. But one of the main things that the kids were all about was the food. They were like, oh my gosh, like different places will look at us. And if you'll guess, like, what was the main one everyone wanted? It was like consistent throughout the entire day was Chick-fil-A. So it was just funny to hear from the kids, as well as, as adults, and what we think as well. So anyways, I just wanted to come here and just tell you a little bit more about why it's so important and what we're doing with the census numbers, and how you can get online and do it from your home, how you can even pick up the telephone. Like if you need to talk to a human being for some human interaction and you want to get on the phone, you can get the census number offline, and you can go and do that also. So get on there wherever you're at right now and do the census, and help us out as a whole entire community. So hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy, and that this all day is going to find you well. So thank you for your time. This was lots of fun, and I hope everybody has such a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.